Jaiden Animations just released a brand new video, so I'm going to do something that I've never done for one of her videos before. Do a live reaction here with you guys on YouTube, just because I love her videos and I figured, you know, why not? So Jaiden, I'm asking you, please do not sue me.
I've played a lot of Pokemon in my days, and by that, I mean I've played the same Pokemon game with various different skins.
And what's wrong with that? I mean, what's wrong with playing a different Pokemon game with different skins? You know, it makes it more fun, but you don't feel like, you know, you're being challenged in any way. What's wrong with that?
But I'm here today to showcase one of, if not the most unique ideas for a Pokemon game Nintendo has published for our tiny little hearts. And that game is called Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
I knew it was going to be that the moment I saw the thumbnail, and if this is true, oh man, what? It's true. I know it's true. It's right there in front of me. But this is awesome because I played XD Gale of Darkness when I was a kid. I had it, well, specifically my brother had it for his GameCube, and it was so much fun. And in fact, I actually have a GameCube right down here by my feet, and in that is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. What? You don't believe me? One sec.
12 seconds later.
And here it is, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This was my favorite game for a while growing up because it was so different from the other Pokemon games. So the fact that Jaiden is now going to be playing this game is just, ooh, I'm so excited. Man, it took me a lot longer to find this game than I thought it was.
Yes. XD. A bit unfortunate, but it came out in 2005, so they get a pass. Why am I talking about it? I think it's an underground game not enough people know about. It does something different, kind of shakes up the formula. It's constantly overshadowed by its predecessor, Pokemon Coliseum.
I never played Pokemon Coliseum growing up. I didn't even know it was a game until one day when, I think it was like a few years after I stopped playing this game, I was going to Family Video and I looked at the games we could, you know, rent, and Pokemon Coliseum was on there. And I was like, that's weird. That kind of looks like XD Gale of Darkness. Not thinking to myself, maybe they're related in some way. But hey, I was just a dumb kid. So, you know, what are you going to do?
And yeah, okay, I played it as a kid. I'm very biased.
Same.
Is that what you wanted? If you've not heard of it or played it, you're in for a treat today. Well, the game opens up to a cargo boat, the SS Libra, out at sea, where we find the captain and guy who steers standing at the helm. All is calm and serene when suddenly they get swatted.
Oh yeah.
And it's not no ordinary SWAT today, folks. No, sir. This is a Lugia SWAT. They run out to see what's going on.
This, to me, was one of the best ways you could start a Pokemon game, by having it where you are attacked by a Lugia, but not just any Lugia, a Shadow Lugia. Oh my gosh, this was one of the best intros for a game I've ever seen, and I still love it. Graphics can be a little iffy, but you know, it was the early 2000s. I can give it a pass on that. So.
And the captain looks up and makes this face as if he wants to kiss Lugia passionately on the lips. But Lugia is not here for kisses. He's here for the opposite of kisses.
Oh.
Which is crime.
Whoa.
He hyper beams the cargo ship and then steals it. You heard me right. Just blasts the thing point blank and takes it away.
Well, yeah. What else are you supposed to do with Hyper Beam? Like, it's not like Hyper Beam actually destroys anything. No, it's supposed to pick things up. That's why whenever you have a little page you get hit with Hyper Beam, all at the most it faints from the excitement being lifted up. That's just how it works.
Lugia's ship now.
Oh, yeah.
Presumably only 2 people on the entire boat fall into the water and are left to just drown in the ocean, I guess.
I never really thought about that growing up.
Well, that was a bit raw. What are we, a minute in and 2 people are dead? Gen 10 could never. Hard cut to me because that's more important. He plays this boy kid named Michael, but actually his name is Jaiden now because that's me. The game throws you into the middle of this intense-looking fight between a Salamence and Metagross, both level 50. I don't know where I am, what the stakes are, who I am, but this battle seems really important and tough, so I'm gonna give it
at the very beginning.
And immediately OHKO it.
Oh yeah.
I did it!
Look at the poor Metagross! Salamence over there looking so proud of himself, Jaiden's up there with her hands in the air, and then a Metagross is just in pieces on the ground. That's a weird way to celebrate.
Screen goes black. I open my eyes. Everything's blurry. Wake up, Jaiden. You've been in a coma for 15 years. Turns out I live in a friendly laboratory run by this Professor Crane and his lab guys. I get up and the guy running the battle simulation tells me how good of a battler I've become.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh.
Then he immediately negs me by telling me it's about time I go out and get myself more Pokemon besides my one lame Eevee.
It makes sense.
Backhanded compliment at a child, but I'll take it, I think.
Oh,
I
yeah.
go into Crane's office where him and my mom are talking, and he says he heard from the battle coach that my battling skills have improved dramatically, and how proud he is of me.
Oh,
To
I feel pride and joy for you for beating up Pokemon in a simulation. So great.
which my own mom tells him to stop giving me compliments and praise because I'm gonna end up spoiled rotten. I don't know what kind of a response that is to a child receiving praise. Either I'm already a cocky little
Man, that chin though, chiseled and has that Peter Griffin chin balls. Yeah.
bastard, or I'm being currently emotionally neglected by everyone in this building. Whatever it is,
Jeez,
I don't think
man.
it's healthy for my mental development. To make this
things
mother
happen.
look even worse, we realize her only other child, Jovi, is missing, and no one is looking for her.
Great
the world
job,
is
Mom.
only filled with overpowered wild rabbit animals and crazy people. I'm
The scariest thing on there was definitely that Ludicolo. Can't even trust those things.
sure it's fine you haven't started looking for her. Keep doing what you're doing. I get a
Eat
lead
that
saying
sandwich.
she really likes hanging out
Master
with family
Ball.
friend mad scientist Dr. Kaminko.
What?
So I head over to his house and I'm about to knock on his creepy door when
nostalgia.
this tiny little blind man, Chobin, the doctor's assistant, walks up and is like,
The
"Burglar!"
squirrel
and
glasses.
challenges me to a battle, to which I win because he only has a level 5 Sunkern.
You know, hey, he's a scientist. He has to focus more on his research and not much on Pokemon battling, you know? Sometimes you have to have priorities. It's just how it is.
Jovi comes out and is like, "Oh, hi, big brother, it's Jovi. Did you get lost, big brother? Silly big brother, Jovi will guide you back home."
Okay, this reminds me of that girl. So now I just want to, you know, a little, gotta show that big brother attitude. I mean, I am a big brother, so, you know, I know sometimes the little brother or little sibling in this case is being annoying. You have to just give him a little, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Alright, I see why no one was looking for her now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
return home to the lab and they present me with a snag machine. A
Oh,
machine that
snag.
allows the user to catch shadow Pokemon, which are Pokemon that have been so abused that they turn evil. Now, they're
Understandable.
saying they haven't seen or heard of any shadow Pokemon that exist anymore because they've all been purified years ago. But who knows
Okay.
when they could start popping up again?
If they haven't had any Shadow Pokemon for years, why invent the snag machine? I haven't played the game in a while, so I'm not entirely sure, but, you know.
Better be safe than sorry. Bam! Some guys from a secret organization called Cipher bust into the lab, beat everyone up, steal Professor Crane, show off their shadow Pokemon, and
cool.
run off to their secret base to never be seen again.
Wow. That was a lot.
Well, I'll be. The lab is in shambles, not knowing
What's with her just lying in the corner there? What?
what to do, but then decides they're gonna complete their purification chamber in his honor because shadow Pokemon are back and they want to do something about it.
Yeah,
they
you
send
probably
me off
should.
to this seaside town Gadion port to retrieve a machine part they need, and Jovi pesters our mom to come with because Jovi doesn't think I can handle going out on my own, and Jovi needs to hold my hand and guide her big brother the whole way.
Oh,
okay,
what a brat.
Not only does this little snot talk in the third person for no reason, maybe our mom didn't care enough to get us any education. Perhaps
Man,
she
Mom
was
of the Year,
worried
people.
the teacher would give us a compliment,
Oh.
heaven forbid. But she's also the most annoying character I've ever witnessed in any media, and I've watched an episode of My Hero Academia with a grape kid in it.
Okay, as someone who never watched My Hero Academia, I don't know how accurate that is or what the hell she's talking about, so I'm just gonna have to go with, I understand what it's like to have an annoying little brother or sister in this case, but yeah, siblings can be a little annoying. I mean, hey, as the middle child, I had to be both the big brother to my little brother and the annoying little brother to my big brother. You know, I had to be both. It was a hard job as a kid, but you know, I managed to do it. Somehow. Please pray for me.
We go to Gadion Port, and not 2 seconds pass until Jovi pisses off this random guy, Zook, who
Of
happens
course.
to be the buffest man in the world.
Oh.
He's about to punt her, and I'm about to do nothing about it, when this old man and his color-coded henchmen step in.
Oh my gosh, it's Team Aqua and Team Magma. They've got new looks.
And obliterate his shadow Zangoose.
Oh, whoa.
Old man, I was about to be free of everything that is bad in my life, and you took that away from me. We get the
You can't
party
have
pet
everything you
back,
want,
and Mom
Jaiden.
tells me about this spot in Agate Village called the Relic Stone where you can naturally
I remember
purify
that.
Pokemon. I don't know why you're making your own purifying chamber then when there's a rock that already does that.
It's called efficiency, Jaiden. Why would you have to go all the way over there to purify Pokemon when you can have it right here in your own house? I mean, it's pretty simple there, you know? if it's right there in my house, I don't have to make a trip, which is saving me money on gas, which is saving me money on electricity, it's saving me money on basically everything. And it's convenient, okay? This is the whole thing about being in America. I know this is probably set in some kind of Japan-like environment, but here in America where I am, it's all about convenience.
I go to Agate, and this very enthusiastic man with a Pikachu shows me the stone, and I'm like, cool. To which he's like, by the way, my friend Vander might know where Cipher took Crane.
May should have led with that?
Okay. I go talk to Vander, and he points to this random spot in the desert on my map, and is like, oh, they're right here. I saw them.
Okay.
What were you doing out there? That's literally just sand.
Hey, he was trying to conquer his fear of sand. Clearly he's an Anakin Skywalker type, you know? He just wants to take over his fear of sand and make it so that sand is no longer something that he fears on a daily basis, because fear of sand, or just a hatred of sand, is not right. Have I said sand and fear enough for you to understand?
Wow, would you look at that? A headquarters. Huh. I start infiltrating the base, battling all the grunts that fall from the ceiling, snagging any shadow Pokemon I find, until I reach Pink Hatsune Miku, who's trying to get information out of Crane about purifying shadow Pokemon. I battle her, and
you know what's funny? She actually looks better right here in this frame than she actually does in the game. That model of hers in-game is just horrible.
Win, which means I get to unkidnap him, and while heading out, I find this data ROM on the ground.
You just found it?
This seems very important, and like it has a lot of secret information about Cipher on it.
How can you tell?
Convenient. Brain returns to the lab, and everyone's happy, and then they send me to Pyrite Town to find Net, a guy that should be able to crack the ROM and access all the information on it.
Equals MC Minecraft. Nice.
On it. So I head there and he's like, yeah, we can crack this, smile. While he's hacking it, I go out and play around in a random cave and run into Mirror B. This guy doesn't do—
This guy was one of the coolest characters in a Pokemon game for me as a kid. Forget Lance, forget Steven Stone. This guy right here was the coolest. His bustin' moves, the cool tune he had going on, it was perfect.
Do much in this game, honestly, but I just want to make sure you know he exists and listen to his music.
Oh man, that is nostalgic.
I go check on Net again, and Cipher's bustin', beat everyone up, and kidnap another person. Have you guys min-maxed how to kidnap people or something? You're 2 for 2 at this point, and are scarily efficient at it. They tried a hostage situation the data ROM back, and even though I beat up this big man and take all his shadow Pokemon, Net still wusses out and gives the ROM back. He thought he was being 2 steps ahead because he saved all the information on his server already, but Cipher just logs on and deletes everything anyway.
Dude's an idiot.
Net says the only thing he remembers from the ROM was that Cipher was behind the disappearance of the SS Libra, and they're about to attack this city nearby called Fennec, and someone needs to go warn them.
Oh, who could it be?
I guess I'm just Mr. Scooter across the desert and save everyone today, aren't I? I head to Fennec to warn the mayor about the attack, and as soon as I arrive, this lady hits me with a confetti cannon, congratulates me on being the millionth visitor to the city, and shoos me away to celebrate at Real Gam Tower. I try to get around her because this is important, but she's determined to gatekeep me no matter what I do. So I just go there and realize she literally sent a child to illegally gamble his life away.
Oh yeah!
Wow. No one in this region likes children, do they? After not being able to figure out how to play bingo, I head back, sneak into the mayor's house, distract his house sitter with music, and find out the mayor was trying to write a note to Justy, the city's gym leader.
Dude's got that sweet look going on there. I mean, it's like,
warning him about the Cipher attack. I don't know why the mayor was trying to ask this random gym guy to help, but he was kidnapped halfway through writing it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Cipher realizes I now know what's up, and everyone in town reveals themselves to be disguised Cipher grunts. Oh my god, they kidnapped the entire town. I don't care.
Even the butterfly. Oh my gosh.
What kind of organization you're from. If you can successfully kidnap a village, you've earned my respect. I beat up Cipher, rescue their shadow Pokemon, and free literally everyone in the town who is locked in the city basement. Justy says he saw something suspicious going on in the desert and points to another random sand spot on my map I should go investigate. Honestly, How are all these people just stumbling onto these shenanigans in the middle of the desert? And why are they able to give the latitude longitude of these locations after finding them? This has got to be like tens of miles out from any sort of civilization.
You know, I'm pretty certain that eventually one of them will find a buried library with a giant owl in it. I just have this weird feeling.
This is where people run out of gas in their car and then shrivel up and die before anyone can find them. Why were you here? Wow.
Don't ask me.
Yep. That's the cargo ship.
Oh, yeah.
How did you find this? All right, what is so enthralling about this desert that crime and vigilante justice is constantly going on in every square inch of this place? Cypher's running around on the ship, and after I take their shadow Pokemon and chase them out, this group of strangers calling themselves Team Snagem walks up and roofies me. I wake up, realize they stole my snag machine. This random old man who just started living in the wrecked boat said he saw them head off in that direction and points to the middle of nowhere on my map again.
Of course.
You people are beyond me. I show up and wow, another headquarters for crime. I make my way to their head honcho, Gonzap, who's trying to put on my snag machine, but he's too big and muscular and adult, and since I am a child, it does not fit on his giant muscle arm.
Thank you for explaining that, Jaiden. I don't think I would have been able to figure that out, given the fact that you said that he couldn't put it on, so I don't know how I could have figured that out on my own.
Pretty much gives up, asks if I want to join Team Snagem. I say yes, but he fights me anyway. And after I beat him, he's like, actually, you can have your arm thing back. We're not enemies.
Thanks.
Awesome. So why am I here? You drugged me, stole my stuff, and then just called friendship and gave it back. I find Cipher.
Well, clearly they want to get their snag machine back. I'm pretty sure that the last guy from the last game stole it. At least that's what I think happened. I'm not sure, I didn't play it. So.
Shadow Pokemon Factory and walk up to the actual biggest man I've ever seen in the world. How naive I was to think Zook was big. Foolish me. Anyway, they're about to beat me TF up when Gonzap shows up, expresses his devotion to our newly blossoming friendship, and roofies them for me. Thanks, man. You're really consistent at that. I go inside and climb to the roof where their power generator is. There's a tiny little piece of...
You can tell it was because there was 2 lightning bolts on top. That means power.
Paper there that says, use system lever to adjust voltage. Do not raise voltage too high.
Oh, I wonder what happens if we do it too high.
Crank! A guy comes out and starts yelling at me with his Pokemon when the tiny old man who accidentally ruined my life in Gadian Port comes on screen and is like, I'm evil and creating a Pokemon that's unpurifiable. Come get me. This is my IP address.
Why does Jaiden have such a good way of doing like this quick flash jokes at you that just are so funny? The energy in them is just so inviting and so much fun. I love it.
I need to cross the ocean to get to him because he's basically on evil Hawaii.
Well, clearly then you just have to get a water type Pokemon, maybe a Lapras, or maybe a Blastoise, or maybe a robotic Kyogre. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
I take this Robo Kyogre from Kaminko, speedboat my way.
I will admit though, as a kid, I loved that robot Kyogre kind of thing. When I saw that in the laboratory being built, I thought that was one of the coolest things ever. I was like, what is that gonna be? And then being able to see it, like skim it across the water, that was just, wow, that was just amazing. And I loved being able to do that.
There, and you guessed it, fight everyone in the building/volcano until I get to the big little man. After fighting an entire country's worth of people, I find him. His name's Greevil, by the way. And he's like, I'm surprised you made it this far.
Me too.
Well, I'm busy, don't bother me. And blocks me with a giant pane of glass. Honestly,
you gotta love the guy for just being very simple about it. It's like, oh, you wanna bother me? Glass. It's like, if it works for an office building, then surely it can work for a Pokemon trainer.
Out of all the fictional villains I've seen, this is surprisingly decently reasonable. But I'm not gonna just sit here and stare at him behind the glass like a goldfish at PetSmart. So I just walk around and use the side door, which really sets him off. I mean, dude, either lock the door or don't have it. This is just what doors do. Greevil's like, you blew up our Shadow Pokemon Factory. You got past my glass. That's it. I'm summoning Shadow Lugia, the first Pokemon to ever be unpurifiable. Come forth and obliterate this small boy. To which I just Master Ball it.
I mean, is there anyone who, as a kid, just didn't Master Ball the Legendary right away? I mean, that's what I always did. Every time I got the Master Ball, it would just flick right at the Legendary. I mean, the only time I think I got the Master Ball but didn't use it on a Legendary was when I was playing Pokemon Fire Red, and I didn't use it to capture Mewtwo, but then again, I didn't use it to catch any of the Legendary birds either, so I don't remember what I used it on, if I used it at all, so yeah.
Really overlooked that one, didn't you, mate? He may not be purifiable, but he's mine now.
Oh.
Huge L. Freeble gets...
The look on his face, the dude just lost everything. You're just pushing the Master Ball up against his face. Oh, that's harsh.
So beyond pissed that he decides to open his creepy eyes and fight me himself. And I was surprised to realize not only does he have a team of all shadow Pokemon, but he somehow nabbed Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
I remember those guys.
Be honest, it was a really, really hard fight because shadow Pokemon are super effective against all non-shadow Pokemon.
Yeah,
I don't know how it took me this long to tell you that, but that's how it works. So instead of trying to catch them all like I've been doing this whole time, I really just beat them up and they ran away.
Hey, you know, if it works, it works. You know, sometimes if someone's being annoying and you can't, you know, catch them, you just have to, you know? And what the heck is going on with his eyes? I mean, he still has his glasses on and those eyes are popping out. Man, dude, why am I get that looked at?
So I win.
Oh,
Cypher
yeah.
has officially lost everything, and it's all because of me,
Yeah.
the little boy. Blue henchman runs up to Greevil and is like, "Sir, I have a plan.
Oh, yeah?
Let's blow up the island with the kid on it." Which is like, oh my god. And then Red henchman is like, "Okay, that's a bit too far, man.
Yeah.
Dad, let's go home."
Dad?
Yeah, they pulled the "I'm your father/son" twist on us.
Oh, yeah.
But it has very little effect on me because I do not care about these people.
Me
Anyway,
neither.
they decide to not blow up the island with me on it and stop being evil, I think.
Maybe.
I'm like 60% sure.
I mean, you can still battle them.
Happy ending, I just go home. So what do you think? For some reason, I really liked the game as a kid. I never actually beat it because I didn't know how to get past the
one thing I have over
gatekeeping woman in
Jaiden.
Fennec. Glad I figured it out this time. I also wanted to mention how lively the animations are in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, some of the Pokemon look god-awful. They gave Houndour human knees that bend forward, but they're all just so expressive and show so much care and personality. It may be pretty sad the current games don't show this much passion, but I guess that's
Maybe
just
they
what
will
makes
eventually.
these
You
games
don't know.
more
We don't know what
cherishable.
Scarlet and
Anyway,
Violet's gonna be
the
like.
game was fun and weird. I liked it. See ya.
See ya, Jaiden.
Hey,
Oh, wow, that was that was really fun. This brought me back to what it was like, you know, to originally play the original XD Gale of Darkness game. The fact that I haven't played it in a while, even though I have a GameCube right down there, is just, you know, makes me really think about myself. I really should probably play the game more often. I mean, but then again, the last time I played a GameCube game, it didn't end so well. I still can't believe I didn't beat Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, come on. But, you know, I might give this one a try. Pokemon's a little bit easier, and I think that I can have a lot more fun doing it. But back to what this was, Jaiden once again was making some great content. I love the video itself. It's really nice, and once again, it is super funny. Jaiden is just super incredibly funny, and I am so glad that she tackled Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Something that, for once, I knew about, rather than something that I didn't know about that she played, and I learned about it, then went back and checked it out later, if that makes any sense. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it there for now, because that's the end of the video. So hey, if you want to see me do more of these react videos, just let me know down below. And hey, if you want to see more of these videos just of myself, go ahead and hit like and subscribe down below, you know. It'd do me a big favor. If everyone who watched my videos hit subscribe, I'd have over 1,000 subscribers by now. So maybe you can, you know, do your part and hit subscribe. Do it right now. I'm demanding you do it. But until next time, ta-ta, goodbye for now.